Authorities are now saying the hacker behind a cyber terror attack against schools in the Flathead is demanding a ransom be paid. It's the latest information this afternoon from Flathead County Sheriff Chuck Curry, who decided to release the ransom letter this afternoon in order to help parents understand the scope of the threat and the progress of the ongoing investigation, which began when the suspect hacked into the Columbia Falls School District computers last week. Now,
the sheriff tells us he hopes by releasing the letter, which he normally wouldn't do, it will show the people the threats were not real and were simply a tactic by the cyber extortionists to facilitate their demands for money, close quote. The sheriff also says the group is already known for making other threats across the country and aren't located here in the U.S.
MTN's Jack GINSBURG went to Columbia Falls High School today, the school where this all started last week.
Today, teachers and school officials met with law enforcement for 2 hours prior to a public meeting to discuss how the threats were started, when they started, and what the schools have done to bring safety back to the community. Students will go back to school tomorrow, but many parents had questions about whether the schools were physically safe to come back to.
Has the school been thoroughly checked over from top to bottom, upper curtains, every place else? Yep. That's all I'm concerned about. I could care less if they hack into my computer.
Columbia Falls Superintendent Steve Bradshaw says every school has been checked, but knows that schools are vulnerable every single day.
So, can I assure you 100% your kids are going to come to school tomorrow and be safe? I can't do that.
However, according to the Columbia Falls Police Chief, CLINT Peters, law enforcement believes the attacks are strictly cyber and do not pose a physical threat.
The threat of them coming in and hurting our children is off the table, and that's the point of this meeting, is that it's not there.
Peters often refers to the attacks being done as a group and says they do not think they are living in the nearby area.
The extent of their knowledge of the internet would put them in an extremely small percentage within the state and probably even in this country.
Columbia Falls students and many others across the Flathead Valley will return to classes at normal hours tomorrow with police on campus. In Columbia Falls, Jack GINSBURG, MTN News.
We, of course, are still going through this letter that was released by Sheriff Curry this afternoon, where these cyber terrorists are apparently asking for $150,000 worth of Bitcoin. There's also a lot more information in this letter, and we'll be talking more about that tonight at 10. Whitefish City Manager Adam Hammett says there is going to be a community-wide meeting tonight at 7 o'clock at the Whitefish School District Performing Arts Center. It's to share more information about what they've learned today and answer questions related to the recent cyber terrorism threats against schools.